Spider-Man 4, 2010. After Spider-Man 3 hit theaters in 2007, Sam Raimi was determined to go all out with Spider-Man 4. It was slated for release on May 6, 2011, with Tobey Maguire returning as Peter Parker and John Malkovich rumored to play the Vulture. Storyboards even showed Spidey battling Mysterio, possibly portrayed by Bruce Campbell. But creative disagreements between Raimi and Sony, alongside tight deadlines, caused endless script rewrites. By 2010, Raimi officially walked away, saying he couldn't meet the studio's release window without compromising quality. That same year, Sony pulled the plug and rebooted with Andrew Garfield's The Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man 3, 2015. Sony have massive plans for Andrew Garfield. The Amazing Spider-Man 3 was set for 2016, and Part 4 was already penciled in for 2018. The sequel would have introduced Rhino's return, Black Cat, and Gwen Stacy's resurrection as Ghost Spider. But then came the infamous Sony email leaks and Garfield's absence from a press event in Brazil, which reportedly infuriated executives. The fallout, the franchise was abruptly cancelled in early 2015, and Sony struck a deal with Marvel Studios to reboot Spider-Man into the MCU. What was supposed to be Garfield's redemption arc became Tom Holland's debut instead.
It's Andrew Garfield playing Spider-Man again. Yeah. Oh, you almost got me. No, I'm not. Crying out loud.
X-Men Origins Magneto 2009. Announced in 2006, X-Men Origins Magneto was meant to explore Eric Lensher's Holocaust past and transformation into Marvel's most complex villain. Blade screenwriter David S. Goyer was set to direct. The film would have opened with young Magneto in a concentration camp, showing how his powers awakened amidst tragedy. But when X-Men Origins Wolverine underperformed in 2009, Fox merged Magneto's script into X-Men First Class 2011. Michael Fassbender's portrayal was incredible, but a standalone Magneto story could have been one of Marvel's darkest masterpieces.
Merci.
Daredevil 2, 2010. Following Ben Affleck's 2003 Daredevil, Fox wanted a sequel that leaned more into the grit and moral conflict of Hell's Kitchen. In 2011, Twilight Eclipse director David Slade was tapped to reboot the franchise with a darker tone, and later, filmmaker Joe Carnahan proposed a 1970s-style Daredevil trilogy inspired by punk and noir aesthetics. Sadly, time ran out. By late 2012, Fox lost the film rights, and Marvel reclaimed Daredevil, eventually reimagining him for Netflix. Still, fans imagine what Affleck's gritty sequel could have been, long before he donned another cowl as Batman.
My hands! You took away my hands.
The Incredible Hulk 2, 2009. After The Incredible Hulk in 2008, Edward Norton had ideas for a psychological sequel that explored Bruce Banner's internal war with the monster. He even co-wrote parts of the first script, envisioning a darker tone like The Dark Knight, but clashes with Marvel over creative control, and the studio's decision to recast Hulk as Mark Ruffalo in 2010 ended Norton's run. Add to that Universal Pictures distribution rights, and the chances for Hulk 2 vanished completely.
But when you did the Hulk, were you worried about that?
A little bit.
Was there any hesitation? Because I was surprised when you did that. I was like, this is an interesting choice.
As is evident, I got more worried about it. I was very interested because I loved it. I'm not like snobby about. I loved those like comics.
Gambit 2014. Announced in 2014, Gambit was supposed to star Channing Tatum as the charming mutant thief. Directed by Rupert Wyatt from Rise of the Planet of the Apes, filming was delayed multiple times due to rewrites and directional shakeups. Doug Liman and Gore Verbinski both joined and left the project. By 2019, Disney's acquisition of Fox officially killed it. Tatum later confessed he was heartbroken, saying he'd watched every X-Men movie since, but couldn't bring himself to see Logan because it hurt too much.
I'm super hyped about it. I would say we're gonna try to kind of do something maybe a little bit different. I don't know how to exactly explain it just yet, but he's a character, you know. He's got like a serious Cajun accent. I don't know if you've heard a Cajun accent, but it's...
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here. Just make sure people know what happened here today. When you get out of here, you have a drink for me, yeah?
Sinister 6, 2014. Planned as a Spider-Man villain team-up film under director Drew Goddard, Sinister Six was teased heavily after The Amazing Spider-Man 2 in 2014. The movie would have focused on Dr. Octopus, Vulture, Kraven, Mysterio, Sandman, and Rhino, possibly giving them redemption arcs without Spider-Man present. Sony even reserved the 2016 release date, but after the Garfield series collapsed, Sinister Six was cancelled. Ironically, Spider-Man No Way Home later gave fans a taste of what it could have been.
Osborn?
What happened to you?
What happened to me? You're the walking corpse.
What do you mean?
You died, Norman, years ago.
Ghost Rider 3: Dawn of Darkness, 2012. After Spirit of Vengeance bombed in 2011, Nicolas Cage hung up the flaming skull. A third film titled Dawn of Darkness was briefly considered by Sony and Marvel Knights, but negative reviews and financial losses killed any momentum. The MCU later rebooted Ghost Rider on TV, but fans still missed the chaotic energy of Cage's performance. As of now, Ghost Rider 3 remains a cult dream that burned out too soon.
Before, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Kevin Feige and all them were working on it, have you ever talked to Kevin and those guys and shared your thoughts, or they've shared their thoughts on having you, or just like gone back and forth at all?
Not yet, no, that hasn't happened. Nobody asked me about going back to Ghost Rider.
Edgar Wright's Ant-Man, 2006. Filmmaker Edgar Wright spent 8 years developing his version. First pitch in 2006, it would have been a fast-paced heist movie blending Wright's kinetic style from Hot Fuzz and Scott Pilgrim with Marvel's charm. However, by 2014, Marvel insisted on aligning the film with the Avengers continuity. Wright left, tweeting, "I wanted to make a Marvel movie, but they didn't want to make an Edgar Wright movie." Peyton Reed took over. And while the 2015 Ant-Man was fun, fans still dream of the one Edgar Wright spent 8 years on developing that got away. Inhumans, 2014. Announced as part of Marvel's Phase 3 in 2014, Inhumans was supposed to rival Guardians of the Galaxy in a cosmic scale. Starring the royal family of Atalan, the movie was planned for a 2019 release, but constant creative changes and studio politics derailed it. The project was demoted into a 2017 ABC series, which flopped both critically and commercially. Marvel eventually removed it from the MCU canon, turning what could have been a sci-fi epic into an embarrassing footnote. Silver and Black, 2017. Planned as a Sony Marvel spin-off, Silver and Black was set to team up Black Cat and Silver Sable in a buddy caper action film directed by Gina Prince Bythewood. Announced in 2017, it was supposed to expand Sony's Spider-Verse similar to Venom, but creative clashes hit hard. The studio wanted an action spectacle, while Prince pushed for a character-driven drama. By 2018, the film was officially shelved, though rumors suggest Sony may later revive the duo separately. Fans still wish we'd seen that slick, female-led heist adventure. That's 8 minutes. Thank you for watching. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe for more flops.